Afternoon, everyone. My name is Dan McGuire and I run Big River Angling Adventures. In today's video, I'm going to focus on what is a wing dam. We'll discuss what's their purpose, where are they located, how do I identify them, and what are the different types of wing dams. I want to stress that the info I'm sharing is based on my knowledge, my opinion, and how I do things. There's lots of great anglers out there that approach things differently or do things differently, and they're very successful as well. Also, the info I'm sharing is pertinent to the Mississippi River, and more specifically, the upper stretches of the river, pools 2 through 9. It might be the same for the pools further downstream, but I've just never fished below pool 11. So what is a wing dam? On the Mississippi River, wing dams are man-made rock structures, and typically they run perpendicular to the shore and extend partially out into the channel. This first picture was taken during low water, and you can actually see some of the rocks sticking up above the water. It also shows that this is a typical dam that runs perpendicular to the shoreline. What does a wing dam do? Wing dams are designed to redirect current. Their original objective was to constrict water flow, pushing the current back out into the center channel. The intent was to increase center channel flow velocity with the result of less sediment buildup in the main channel. Most wing dams will be located somewhere along the main channel, although you will find some located in a side or a back channel. Remember, these things were built to divert current and maintain channel depth, so it makes sense that most are on the main channel. But you will occasionally see a dam in a back channel that has or has had a stronger flow. Well, now that we know what they are and where they are, how do we pinpoint their exact locations? But before we get too far into that, I want to dispel a couple misconceptions I sometimes hear. One of them is, I thought wing dams had a channel marker or a buoy on them. Well, sometimes they might have a channel marker on them, but this is definitely false way more than it's true. Most dams don't have a channel marker on them, and the ones that do might not always be accurate. Channel markers can get moved around when barges or other large, powerful forces run into them. Another misconception is if I stay in the middle of the channel, I don't have to worry about hitting a wing dam. This is true sometimes and false sometimes. This picture is a whitish spot on pool 2. As you can see, the deeper part of the channel runs along the west shoreline, and if you stayed halfway between the two shorelines, you would run over at least one dam. Depending on water level, you may or may not hit one of them. Scenarios like this are even more common when you get further downstream where the main river channel and the overall basin widens. All right, let's talk about how we find and locate wing dams. Probably the easiest and fastest way to do this is with a good mapping program on your GPS. The next series of pictures is going to show you what the same wing dam looks like on some of the more popular mapping programs. The first picture is a wing dam on Lake Master for the Humminbird users. The next picture is on CMAP for Lowrance users. The third picture is Navionics for the Garmin users. Picture number 4 is from OnX Fish, and the last picture is old school, taken from the Army Corps of Engineers navigation charts. Most of the mapping programs are very accurate, but on the rare occasion that they may be off, it's important to know how to recognize a wing dam visually on the surface of the water. This is also important when we start talking about actually fishing dams. This picture is of a type of wing dam called a closing dam. The two telltale signs you see in this picture are the slick on the face or front of the dam and the boil on the back of the dam. This picture was taken during pretty ideal conditions. I do want to note that being able to see the wing dam visually on the surface can sometimes be distorted depending on conditions like water level, water flow, or wind strength and direction. Wing dam size and shape can vary. There is no universal measure. You'll find that some dams will be very long and others will be very short. Some dams will be in deep water while others will be located shallower. And with that, some will have a lot of water on top of them, while others can be very shallow on top and at times even being exposed above the surface. Maybe the most common or most traditional looking wing dam is essentially straight and runs perpendicular to the shoreline. However, dams can be a variety of different shapes or have multiple sides or faces to them. Another fairly common dam that you'll find in back channels or backwater areas is a closing dam. Closing dams will run from one shoreline to the other, spanning the width of the channel. These dams are placed there to do exactly as their name implies, close off or restrict the current going down that alternate channel. I hope you enjoyed this video and can take something from the content I provided to make you a better river angler or boater. Be sure to check back in 2 weeks. The topic for the next video is which wing dam. We'll discuss some of the thought processes that I go through in deciding which wing dam I should fish. Thanks for watching.